Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Ashish here, and today I'll be covering a classic Sudoku on our channel. Now this Sudoku I have constructed for my patrons of my Patreon page, where I send many classic Sudokus, variants and advanced classics for a month to all my patrons, right? So this is one of the advanced classic Sudokus that I have sent last month, that is for November 2021, right? And my advanced classic sudokus are not very tough, right? They won't require any chains or many advanced logics to solve it. Each of my advanced classic sudokus would require only just one advanced logic that will actually complete the sudoku. So in general, these sudokus are actually meant to help you learn a particular logic very easily, right? So coming on to this sudoku exactly has one advanced logic, and using the logic perfectly the way it has been intended will help you complete or solve this sudoku easily. So if you don't look out for that particular technique, there might be other ways to solve the sudoku, but you might require two or three different chains to solve it, right? So now this sudoku in general would require only one empty rectangle technique, right? So today we are learning a technique called empty rectangles, a really well known technique that we haven't covered on our channel earlier. So what is an empty rectangle and how do we use it? But this sudoku will help you in solving it, right? It'll help you to learn this technique easily. So if you're really looking forward to such sudokus where you can learn a particular technique easily, or you want to learn classic sudokus, how to solve them, some very really good classic sudokus which you actually will you will see them in the regular competitions, WSC, WPC, I mean to say ISC, or even variants that regular variants that you will see in the competitions. I send all of these sudokus to my patrons. So if you are really looking forward to support my Patreon page, please do so. I'll add the link in the description below. I send 20 regular classics without any advanced logic, but still they will be tough to solve. 20 variants and 5 advanced classics. So in general, in total I send 45 sudokus to all my patrons, right? So now coming on to this sudoku again. So as I already said, this sudoku actually uses empty rectangle technique to solve it, right? But it is really difficult to actually look for an empty rectangle, and we'll see how to look out for an empty rectangle technique, the easy way to see the technique, right? And let us see if we are let us solve this sudoku now. I actually don't remember the solve path much, but I do remember where the empty rectangle technique is hidden, but actually I don't remember the solve path. So let's see. You have one here, one here, so you get a one here, that gives you one in one of these two cells, right? Okay, any more ones? You get a one here in these three cells. Nothing with the ones. Let's do something with the two here. Two in one of these two cells. Okay, a 2 cannot be here, so 2 would have to be in one of these two cells. That removes a 2 from here, and you get a 2 here. Okay, you get a 2 here, that gives you a 2 in one of these two cells. Okay, so I think so we are done with the 2's. This would have to be an 8 because of the 8 here and here. Okay, you'll have an 8 in one of these two cells. Nothing with the 8 as well. Now this box has digits already, right? So we need 1, 5, 7 and 8, right? So 5 cannot be here. 1, it would have to be 7 and 8. 1, 7, 8, 7, 8, 1, 5, and 1, 5, 7 and 8, all the 4 cells here, or the 4 candidates here. Okay, okay, this row has 5 candidates or 5 digits already, so we need 1, 3, 5 and 7. 5 is already here, 1 is already here. You would have 3, 7, 1, 3, 7, 1, 5 and 7. Okay, nothing with that as well. This column has 5 digits already placed, so 1, 3, 5 and 6. So 1, 3, 5 and 6, right? 3, 6, 1 and 5. Okay, so you have 1, 5 pair here. That removes 5 from both of these cells, right? You don't have a 3, 6 here, you don't have a 3, 6 here. You get a 1, 5 pair. That's nice. So which means that you already have 5 candidates written in this box now. So 4, 5, 7 and 9. No, I don't think it will help much. You will get a 9 here in these two cells, 7 in these two cells, and this cell would have to be 4, 5. Oh, 4, 5, 7 and 9, right? So 4 and 7 is here, so 4 and 7 would have to be here. So this would have to be 5 and 9, and this is 5, this is 9. Okay, yeah, so that removes 5 from this cell as well. So 5 is not there in any of these 3 cells. This becomes a 5, that gives you a 1 here. Okay, yeah, something is there now. 1 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. Okay, these 4 cells would have to be 3, 5, 8 and 4. 3, 4, 5, 8, right? 4, 3, 5, 8, 3, 4, 5, 8. So 3 cannot be in any of these cells, so this would have to be a 3. This cannot be a 5. Okay, that gives you a 3 in one of these 2 cells. Okay, yeah. So this is a 3 and 6 possibility. Excuse me. You already have okay, just a second. What else can we 4 will have to be in one this cell in this box. Okay, so 1, 7, 8 and 9 cannot be here, so this would have to be a 9. That means this would have to be 1 and 7. Okay, oh, you have a 1, 3, 7 triplet already here, so which means these 2 cells would have to be 6 and 8, and that removes 8 from this cell. That's nice. Okay, 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 so 1, 3, 5, 6 and 7. 1, 6, this would have to be 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, okay, yeah. If you see here, you have a 3, 4, 6 here, and 3, 4, 6 cannot be here. So these 3 cells are hidden triplet of 3, 4 and 6, right? So this is 4 and 6, this is 3, 4 and 6. That gives you these 2 cells are 5 and 9, a pair of 5 and 9 pairs. So this is 1, 2 and 8, right? So 1, 2 and 8, 2 and 8 and 1 and 8. Okay, this cannot be 8 as well. 1, 2, 5 and 7. 1, 5, 1, 7, 2 and 5. 1, 5 and 7. Okay, uh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, this is 5 and 6. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so exactly at this point I can say that now we are at a perfect time of using the empty rectangle technique here. But before going to the technique, what is an empty rectangle technique? How do we actually look for an empty rectangle technique, right? So I'll just take another grid here, a new grid, and here I'll actually explain you what is an empty rectangle technique. So let us assume you have a few candidates in a box, and the possibility of the remaining candidate, a particular candidate, let us assume you are taking a 6 here. So possibility of 6 is in these 4 cells, right? You have a 6 possibility in these 4 cells. right? So 6 can be in any of these two cells or these two cells, any of these four cells, right? Now if you see here, whenever you have a candidate possibility in a box, right, that is subjected to one row and one column. So if you see here, the 6 can only be in either this row, this column, or this row, right? So it's kind of a box technique. So in a box, empty rectangle techniques usually works in a box, not in a row or a column. In a box, if you have a particular candidate, the possibility of a particular candidate in exactly one row and one column, right? I'm sorry, one column and one row, right? If you have that case, then empty rectangle technique can be used. Okay, so in this scenario, you have a 6 possibility of a 6 in column 2 and in row 5 in box 5, right? Now let us assume that in this row, I'm sorry, I'm getting confused with row and columns. So in this row, you have a possibility of 6 in only two cells, either this cell and this cell. So one of these cells will have to be merged with the column of the box that we are seeing, right? So in this box, the 6 can only be in column 2 and row 5. But in column 2, you have a 6 possibility here as well, and in that row you have one more possibility of 6 somewhere else, right? So you have a 6 possibility in one of these two cells. What happens here is that in this case, this cell, exactly this cell, where, okay, let me say you in a very simple way, right? Okay, so we know that now a line, okay, I'll use the line as a very simple one, yeah, okay, yeah. So 6 possibility is there in this box using only this column and this row, right? There is no other extra 6. So if at all you had a 6 here, then the empty rectangle technique wouldn't work, right? If you had a 6 here, the empty rectangle technique wouldn't work. The empty rectangle techniques only works when you have exactly one row and one column possibility in a box for a candidate. And for in this example, 6 is the possibility here, 6 is the candidate here, and another row has only two possibilities of 6, one which is merging with the column that we have already marked, and the other somewhere else. Now the row in that box, the row and the other possibility of the 6 has a mutual cell here on this column, on this row, right? So if you see this cell now, this cell cannot be a 6. So the moment you have this cell as 6, what happens here is that this row cannot have this as a 6 and this becomes a 6, and all the possibilities of 6 in this box is eliminated. This is what is called an empty rectangle technique. So this can be done in many other ways. So let me say you what other way we can have that. Okay, yeah. So let us assume you have these 4 cells as 1, 4, 5, 6 and 8, right? Just assume you have these 5 cells given, and these cells are 2, 3, 7 and 9, right? So here also the candidate for 2, for example, you are looking for a candidate of 2, then here also it works properly because you have exactly one row and one column. Sorry, you have exactly one row and one column that works for the candidate for 2, right? So if you had a 2, 3 and 2, 4 here, there are the only two possibilities of 2 in this column, and you have a 2, 3 and 2, 4 here, then this cell can never be a 2, right? So if this cell is a 2, this cell would have to be 2 in this row, in this column, and there are all the possibilities of the 2 are taken from this box. That is what is called an empty rectangle technique. And how can we use that here in this case, right? So in this case now, if you see here, 6, right? The possibility of the 6 is in these 3 cells. So exactly one row and one column has it, right? But if you see this column now, there are exactly 2 possibilities of 6 here in this column, 1 and 2. There is no other place you can have a 6, right? So let me use the line normal. Yeah, so if you see here now, you have a possibility of 6 in this column, this row and this column, right? And exactly one of the cells of this column is touching this row, right? So the mutual cells, so this is the cell, right? So the mutual cell is this cell now. So this cell cannot be a 6 now. What happens if this cell is a 6? If this cell is a 6, this column will have a 6 in this cell, and all the possibilities of 6 are taken from this box now. This is what is called an empty rectangle technique, right? So you have exactly one row, one column, and another column has only 2 possibilities of 6, in which one of the possibilities touching the row or the column, right? That we have marked, the marked row and column. So which means that this mutual cell, seeing both the other possibilities, will never have a 6. So now which means that this cell can never be a 6. So this cell would have to be a 5. Okay. Yeah, this cell will have to be a 5, and the moment you get a 5 here, this Sudoku gets a really easy solve now. This becomes a 2, this becomes a 1, right? And so 1 is taken off from this 2 cells, so this becomes an 8 now, this becomes a 2, so it becomes a really easy solve now. Yeah, 2 and 1, so that gives you a 7 here, that gives you an 8 here, a 1 here, a 7 here, a 3 here, a 1 here, a 7 and a 5 here. So if you see here, this really becomes a really easy solve. This 5 and 2 will be eliminated from here. You have a 3 4, so 3 4 6. We know that 3 would have to be in one of these 2 cells in this box, so this becomes a 4 now. That eliminates 4 from this cell. This is a 3 6, so this becomes a 4 now. Okay, 1 6 and 7, 1 cannot be here, so this is a 1 now. 6 and 7 in these 2 cells, right? So that eliminates 7 from this cell. Oh, you already have a 7 here, so this becomes 6, this becomes 7, 6 and 7 here, so that eliminates from these cells. Okay, you have a 7 here in this box. 3 4 3 5 3 6 and 9. Okay, 1 you have a 6 and 9 here, so this is 9, that is 6. 4 cannot be here, 3 5 and 8, right? Oh, 9 would have to be in one of these 2 cells. Okay, 4 7 3 6 5 9, 3 5, so this is 6 and 9, 6 8 and 9, so 6 6, this would have to be 8 and 9. Come on, so this is 3 5 and 8, 4 5 8 9, right? 4 5 8 9, so 4 would have to be in one of these 2 cells, in these 2 cells. 3 6 here. Come on, what are we missing here? 3 would have to be in one of these 2 cells, right? So 1 2 3 5 6 and 9. Oh, a 7 would give you a 4 here, my bad. That gives you a 7 here. This 4 gives you an 8 here, a 9 here, a 5 here, a 4 here, a 5 here, a 3 here and 8 here. Wow, that gives you a 5 here, a 9 here and a 5 here. That was a easy one. Simple deduction that we missed here. That gives you a 6 8 and 6 here, and this would have to be 9 and a 3, 3 and 9, right? So yeah, that gives you a 3 and a 6 here, that gives you a 9 and a 3 here, and a 6 and a 3 here. And with that we complete this excellent Sudoku that uses exactly one technique called an empty rectangle technique. So if you don't use this technique, you will have to use a chains, or either 2 chains or 3 chains to complete this Sudoku. So if you are really looking forward to learning such techniques easily, then please do support my Patreon page. I usually send the technique name as well in a separate file. So if I send 5 advanced classics, all these 5 advanced classics will have 5 different techniques used, and they will be separately mentioned in a file. So if you want to look out for the techniques used in particular Sudoku, you can open that separate file. So it will be like a spoiler, but in a different way, right? So I wouldn't spoil the whole the name in the same file where I send the Sudokus, but I'll send it in a separate file. So if at all you get stuck in a particular Sudoku and want to know which particular technique this Sudoku uses, you can open the file and just look out for the name, and then you can seek for the particular logic in that Sudoku. And I even sent 20 variants and 20 other classics, so total of 45 Sudokus. So I would really request you to support my page, Patreon page, and please do subscribe to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles if you haven't done so. It will really motivate us to cover videos on daily basis. And if at all you have a request for any Sudoku variant or a puzzle genre, do let us know in the comment below and we'll surely make a video on it. Thank you.